What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninjas Top 5 Filthiest Pitches of the Day. We're going to start with the honorable mentions. First, I have Tanner Houck and these sinkers that ran up to 22 inches. That is filth. Although, in fairness, instead of the incredible Houck this year, it's kind of been the mediocre Houck.
I know. It's sad. Huge year last year, Ninja.
I know. He's still filth like this. He can come back. Next, I have Ryan Walker for this filthy two-seamer and slider. And I did an overlay of these two. That's disgusting. Lastly, cue the trumpets. We have Edwin Diaz for his 3 Ks in the 9th inning. You know what, Will? Before we get to the top 5, let's just tell everybody to hit subscribe. Hit subscribe now. You love this show. We love to see how Will's hair is going to look every day, which hat Pitching Ninja's going to wear, what corny dad jokes we're going to make.
What a proposition.
It doesn't get better than that. Now on to my top 5. At number 5, I have Hunter Greene for this dotted 100-mile-an-hour heater. He had 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, but 2 of them were on home runs, so they don't count. I have him tied with Greg Weissert, who had this sweeper that had 26 inches of break. It's hard to see here because, again, when they fight the trajectory, it's tougher. But this thing, according to StatCast, had 26 inches of break. I also overlaid it with his two-seamer. This is pure filth. At number 4, Mitch Keller for this sweeper that had 22 inches of break. He had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. At number 3, Roki Sasaki for his Dragon Forks. These are so pretty. They had as little as 321 RPMs. I actually slowed this one down so you can count the rotations yourself if you're so inclined. Just do it. Let me know what number you get. A few of these, though, like over and over again, just nasty stuff, and it's so pretty and menacing at the same time. He had 7 whiffs on 16 Dragon Forks, picking up 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. At number 2, I have Aroldis Chapman for throwing these heaters of 101.5, 102.4, and then 103.4 miles an hour at 37 years of age. Yes, I know it's a ball. I have eyes. It's still 103.4. He's now thrown the fastest pitch for 7 different teams in the StatCast era.
That's an outrageous stat.
The Reds, the Yankees, the Cubs, the Royals, the Pirates, the Rangers, the Red Sox. Pure jet fuel. And here's a comp of Aroldis Chapman from 2011 throwing 105 on the stadium gun versus Aroldis Chapman at 37 throwing 103.4. I like his mechanics better now a little bit. He's more wiry then, but stronger now. At number 1, we're going to the minor leagues. We have Raimon Garcia throwing these 103-mile-an-hour fastballs and topping out at 104.5 miles an hour. This is outrageous. He's basically sitting 103, 104 for an entire inning. He's only 23 years old, a Mets single-A pitcher, and crap, these are in the zone too. He's painting with it. Call him up right now. Let's get him in the major leagues.
Absolutely.
We need more heat.
Gomez bringing the heat.
Now on to Ninja Notes. Casey Mize gave up 1 run in 5 1/3 innings. He had 5 Ks. He had these slurves and splitters. Simeon Woods Richardson had 7 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. His stuff wasn't that exciting, but got it done. Jesus Luzardo, the Jesus Lizard, had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up no earned runs. In a good pitcher's duel, Tyler Mahle took on Robbie Ray. Mahle gave up 2 runs in 5 innings, raising his ERA to 1.14. And Robbie Ray had 8 Ks in 7 innings, giving up only 2 runs. Clay Holmes only had 2 Ks yesterday in 5 innings, but they were scoreless innings. He also beat the Lord, which is Brad Lord.
Just a blasphemous outing from Holmes.
Really was. Framber Valdez had 5 Ks in 8 innings. He pitched a complete game here. I mean, at least all the innings he could pitch. It was 8 innings. Gave up 2 runs. He faced Michael Wacha, who had 6 Ks in 6 innings, gave up no runs. Ryan Pepio had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He faced, should we call him Soul Man, D. Cease? He faced Dylan Cease. who had 6 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. I kind of like Soul Man. He's kind of chill. Deceased. What's left after deceased? Your soul.
It's not bad, Ninja. He's not the most soulful pitcher up there, but
He's a poet. He's
close.
got soul in that way.
It's not bad.
I had a soul patch at one point.
Or maybe, how about we call strikeouts, the guy's been deceased?
Yeah, we can do that. How about that? The Undertaker? Ooh. And lastly, Luis Castillo had 5 Ks in 6 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit. And this might have been the easiest 1-hit outing I've ever seen because he was on cruise control from the first inning. So the Mariners just dominated. I just looked up and all of a sudden, he only gave up 1 hit. Great outing from Luis Castillo, kind of a sleepy outing.
Ninja, let's touch on some dongs. We're starting today's bombardment with a cruise missile. First pitch of the game. But really the only reason I'm showing this is because the Pirates announcer really made me chuckle here. Because he got caught up in the moment, adding a good amount of seasoning.
Greeting for Sasaki.
He essentially emphasized the wrong word, but good stuff out of him. Next, we're headed to St. Louis, where Jackson Chourio brought the Brewers all the way back from being down 5-0 with a 2-run game-tying dinger in the 9th. But Nolan Arenado came up in the bottom of the 9th and said, "I see your dong, and I raise you a walk-off." It's a 344th career homer for the 6-time Platinum Glove winner, Ninja. But the dong of the day goes to Mean Gene Suarez because he didn't mash just 1 or 2 or even 3 taters last night, Ninja. He made an entire potato casserole with 4 home runs. Just the 19th in MLB history, Ninja.
Did they win, Will?
Ninja, unfortunately, the rest of the D-backs couldn't get their act together, including Randall Grichuk, who is slower than a special needs turtle walking in quicksand with a headwind, as he grounded out on this ball to Riley to lose the game in extra. I don't know how he did not beat this out, but yeah, the D-backs lost. Only 5 RBI, not blaming the guy. In 4 at-bats, he had the 4 homers, but only ended up with 5 RBI. The only 5 RBI 4-homer game in history. But Ninja, we don't care about any of that, even including the winner or the loser. No. 4 home runs, that's getting you done.
And now my pitching ninja moment of Zen. This is one great tag, and I really don't want to know how Keith Hernandez plays peekaboo with kids.
You do this at home, it's called like peekaboo with your kids, right?
Clearly out.
Clearly out, and not your favorite tag if you're a runner.
You know what he did? He kicked him in the penis. He was injured. Injured bad.
My picks of the day today, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to start out with a 2-leg parlay. I'm going to take the Royals under 3.5 runs and the Blue Jays under 3.5 runs. And then I'm going to take Max Meyer for 8 Ks or over. What would your picks of the day be?